everyone, and welcome to the Week 12 review, Week 13 preview. I'm joined by two people today. Matt Hobert, special guest down here. We've got Joel Gibson, as always.
Hey, guys.
What's up, fellas?
What's going on?
Taking in another loss. It's fine.
All right. Well, Hoodie Modest is making his much talked about return to the video, so just wanted to point that out. We'll get right into it here. Modest, all the away teams won this week. An interesting little thing before we get into it. Modest ends up pulling it out. A few free throws, split it. Modest strategically sat a few players today. It worked out. I was very nervous, but after Ingram hit that 3-and-1, boy, let me tell you, I was fired up. Eric, again, he and I were close. I think it was 6-5 or 5-5-1 that I beat him the first time, and I was the home team. So a great line from Eric, for sure. He can compete with any team in this league as long as he gets healthy. He still has Russell and Fournier on his bench. So just watch out for him. He didn't have Capella today. So good matchup from Eric.
12 double-doubles.
Monstrous.
Pretty impressive.
It's just Capella and Cantor, though. It's insane. Like, I think Dame put one up this week, but other than that, he is just dropping double-doubles. He picked up DiVincenzo yesterday or today, and he had a double-double. So, just insane. I thought I was going to be able to catch him in those, but he definitely played well. Like I said, shout out to him. He moves to 5-6, just under 500. I moved to 10-1. Next matchup is Doug at Simmons. This is the matchup I was waiting for, and Doug had the most points in the league, 1,060. I was next with 1,030 something or something like that. Shout out to Doug. He had 11. He had 11 double doubles. A lot of rebounds, and his blocks are insane. He had 55 blocks. 55 and 123s. I don't think anybody
75
else.
steals.
Yeah. Oh, Eric did get 106 threes. He was the number 2 team, and Doug put a slam in on it. So look out for Doug. He beat Simmons here. JJJ looks like a bust to me for this year. Keeping him last year, that is a real problem for Simmons. Even if he comes back, he's going to be on a heavy minutes limit. I'm just not sure. I don't know what Simmons is going to be in the playoffs. I guess a lot of it just depends on JJJ, really.
He won't make it out of the first round. I call it right now.
Joel?
The Embiid thing is really not good for Simmons. I sure hope he doesn't have any important matchups coming up next week.
I know you were throwing a party when that news came out. Next matchup is the upset of the millennia. Cody takes down Adam. Adam is on a massive slide. I think that's 3 losses in a row for Adam. And he has both the ball boys. LaMelo, easily rookie of the year this year, easily a keeper. He'd be silly not to. But is it too early for Adam here? He was a spender at the end of the year and sacrificed a lot of assets. So we're going to see.
Yeah, that first for John Wall. We'll see if that was worth it, dude.
Been there.
I wouldn't have traded the first. Doug and Simmons both have a record of 7-7 going back to them. Adam also is at 7-4. 7-4 for all those records. I'm sorry. 7-7 was in my head. 7-4. And then Cody is 4-7. So moving up there is Cody, and just continues to just set his lineups, not cycle whatsoever, and is really making a little bit of noise in the East. Next matchup is Neiman killing Kyle. This one wasn't going to be close, and it wasn't. Neiman moves to 10-1, and Kyle moves to 2-9. That is rough. That is rough.
It's not great.
Yeah.
What you want.
Remember when this was going to be Kyle's year?
Yeah.
Remember that guy?
He's out for it all.
Hey, he's building up a lot of those picks that can be swapped with Matt Hobert's trade. So we'd love
there
to
you
see
go.
it. We'd love to see it for next year. Neiman just continues his massive run this season. So credit to him. He's also 10-1. Kyle, like I said, 2-9. Next matchup is your two matchup. Joel took care of Matt pretty handedly here. What do you have to say for yourself?
Well, I gotta say, when you're saying the upset of the week, I was gonna say I thought Joel was the upset of the week, but I thought wrong. Clearly, the matchup I was looking forward to was yours and Eric's because my guys are on your team now. I look forward to your matchup more than mine at this point. I just have a shallow shell of a team at this point, and I'm just looking forward to all those picks, and I have swap rights.
Now, Joel, before we get into you, I just want to say that may have been the funniest segment that Matt has ever done on a video in like a continuous 30 seconds. Did you plan this before you came on here or what? Because that was pretty good.
We're just having some wine, bro.
Oh, okay.
Vibing, man.
Joel, anything to say to Matt?
Well, so much how you are looking at your empty corpse of a team and are now rooting for Brandon's team,
Yes.
I just, completely took all the value out of Steven's team. He has every pick I have.
Yeah. Just collecting them, It's fine.
He has all of them, and I have any player that's not Gobert, Trae Young, and I forget who his other keeper is off the top of my head.
You traded CJ's first to Steven, right?
Right.
Yeah,
So,
sure did.
so Steven, this last matchup is even better. This is hysterical then. CJ sat his entire lineup except for Curry and Dre. I have no idea why he played Dre. It'll confuse me. He sat
Hey,
everyone
Golden State
else.
power, bro.
He sat
Golden State
everyone
power.
else to try to beat Steven and comes up one turnover short. He needed Bledsoe to have a turnover today, just one, and Bledsoe had one. He needed to have two. I apologize. That sucks. That is, Steven actually made his pick better by winning by one turnover. So I just wanted to point that out. It was close until the end. Yeah, Steven wins. Steven wins by sheer grit and determination. Let's see here. Now, Joel, you moved to 7-4. I'm the worst at saying records in this first round. I get worse every week.
Not great. But
Matt,
did.
you moved to 4-7. Steven moves to 2-9, and CJ moves to 1-10. First to double-digit losses. Congratulations to CJ. With that being said, we'll get right into the rankings here. Mr. Modest is still number one and has been number one from the first week, if I can remember right. Champ always gets benefit of the doubt. I will not come off this perch. I'm coming for Neiman. I just want that one seed. Also, a side note, if Neiman and I win one more game, we guarantee ourselves the 1-3 seeds. So it could be this week. But Matt, you're not going to eat chips on our video. Are you kidding me? You're pouring wine. I'm trying to talk through it. I'm keeping this in, but this is ridiculous. Put those chips down. I'm serious.
Those motherfucking Tostitos, the fuck out of here.
He gets,
Bro, there's a lime flavor though. Come
yeah,
on.
he gets up in the video twice and nobody can see him, and then he comes back with chips. He comes back with wine the first time. This is absolutely
I hear what sounds
absurd.
like a fucking
Hey, we're just vibing,
earthquake.
my guy. We're just here.
You're not. You can continue your wine, but do not eat those chips, or I am cutting you off right now.
Is that distraction for you? My bad. All right.
It's loud, man. Neiman is still number 2. He's also 10-1. Shout out to Neiman. He and I got double-digit wins this season. First to do back-to-back double-digit win season since Joel did it back during his dynasty day. Woo woo. Next is number 3, Doug. Doug has basically the tiebreakers over everybody at this point, except Adam, who has the tiebreakers over nobody except Doug. Doug beating Simmons. I said that if Doug beat Simmons, I would put him at the 3. That's where I put him. He had a monster line this week. So credit to Doug. He's nothing to be messed around with. Simmons falls at the next spot, at the 4 spot, and that's only because he actually has the tiebreaker over Joel currently. Both are 7-4. Next 2 are Joel and Adam. Both are also 7-4. Joel has the tiebreaker over Adam, and Adam has lost, I believe, 3 straight. So he's definitely the 6th spot. Next at 5 and 6 is Eric. He's in that 7 spot. He's 1 game up on Matt and Cody. Matt has the tiebreaker over Cody. So that little... Matt, stop grabbing the chip. That little matchup is going to be interesting. It takes place not this week, but next week. The last 3 are Kyle, Steven, and CJ. They really haven't moved, and with 3 weeks to go, I would say that the 3 of them are eliminated from playoff contention.
No.
That seems fair to say.
No way.
Any comments on the rankings? Joel, are you how are you feeling at 5?
So I think that a lot of things are going to be determined in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah.
With Simmons right above me, and I'm facing him this week. I would really, really love to see Cody stream this week against Doug. You know, really go for it. Knock Doug down a peg. That would be real cool. You know, you should really go for that playoff seed. But I believe I played Doug the week after that. So you and I were talking this week, or I think it was earlier today. There is a path for me to get the 2 seed.
Yep.
But things have to go right for me this week and next. I haven't been fully healthy all year, so I feel good about where I'm at. I got no complaints.
And Matt, are you going to hold on to the 8 seed there over Cody? You do have the tiebreaker with him.
I feel like I'm top 4 easily. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, we're going to try to hold on to the 8, but I don't know. Because I do have quite a good scenario for the draft day next year. But I'm not a guy that just tanks. I don't like giving up. But I feel like I have no other choice at this point.
I'm extremely interested in Cody versus Matt. Not this week, but next week, because Cody's been saying all season he's not going to stream, and I'm going back to this because this was a running narrative for the first 5 to 6 weeks of the season. So I am going back to this. Is Cody going to stream for a playoff spot? This is the ultimate test of what he said. He's just going to set his lineups. I am, again, interested to see if Cody is going to cycle come that week.
I mean, I got to say, I didn't set my lineup like 3 out of the 14 days this week. So, this 2 weeks. So, got to say, Cody's probably has a good shot against me in the next 2 weeks after that. I don't know.
Way to have confidence, Matt. I love the fire. This is what I heard from Matt. This is what I heard from Matt in order. I don't like tanking, but I'm probably going to lose.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to do anything about it.
I'm not going to do anything about it. It's fine. It's over. It's done with. I have a shell of a team now. I'm upset, but it's fine. It's fine.
You're a failure, Matt.
Only this year. Next year, you know, we're going for like 5th place. But we're going to get there. We'll see what happens.
Shoot for the stars, my friend. All right, next week's match.
Land amongst your... No, shoot for the moon, land amongst the stars.
Correct, yes.
That's the saying.
Yes. All right, so first...
let's fucking go for it.
First matchup for next week is Steven at Modest. Steven has Greek, but I have a lot more better players. I'm gonna pick me here,
A
and
lot more better players.
Yep, a lot more
Okay.
better players. I'll say it
Cool.
3 times if you need me to. I am going to
No,
win
no.
this matchup. I'm going to clinch a 1 or 3 seed this week. Put it down.
While I would like to root for Daniel Tice and Eric Bledsoe for Steven this week, when I gave him some of my garbage, I do think you're going to take the team, or you're going to take this week.
Yes,
I
100%.
agree.
Matt,
I will
okay.
agree.
Excellent. So, next matchup is the matchup of the week, in my opinion. Simmons at Joel. Simmons losing Embiid is really tough. Joel might be healthy, might not. We're not sure about FVV. Did Levine play tonight, Joel Gibson?
Yeah, he sure fucking did. But what we really need to know is if DeMar DeRozan is going to play this week. There are times where that guy plays like a top 15 player. I'm not saying it's all the time, but he could really fucking turn it on. I would really like to see him get going. Fred VanVleet just get fucking scorching hot. Marcus Smart's looked good coming back. And Derek White went out there and had 4 fucking blocks. Because, he's basically Karl Malone in a point guard's body.
Okay,
Well-
easy. That was obvious.
While we're talking about the Spurs, I just want to point out that I traded Aldridge at the right time. I
Yeah.
traded,
To me.
yeah.
I'd just like to point out that I said Aldridge was garbage.
I know
He
that.
might not be worth even putting on a fucking roster.
Okay.
And I was questioned.
Okay, well, let me tell you, the key to this fantasy game is definitely trading players at the right time. And I
Yeah,
would
sure
argue,
did. Sure did.
I did it at the right time.
Really well right now.
All right. I am picking Joel Gibson because we don't know about Embiid. We don't know about Wood yet. He may get Wood back, so that kind of makes things a little more interesting. But the cycle play between you two is where I'm going to be focused. I love when we have a lot of cycle-heavy plays because you get to get inside the head of everyone else and kind of see where they think their weaknesses are. So it's fun. Matt, who do you got in this matchup?
Simmons, I like you, dude. I do. But ever since day one, I've always chose against you. And I'm not going to stop now. So I'm going for Joel Gibson this week. So, sorry, my guy. I don't know.
Joel, I'm going to guess that you're picking yourself this week.
Yeah, dude. You know who else are like top 50 players at worst is Delon Wright and Drew Holiday. I got them fucking back. I'm fucking ready. This team is a monster. I'm ready to take anybody.
All right. Next matchup is interesting to me only because I hope Eric can beat Neiman. Eric put a lineup that kind of scares Neiman a little bit. I think that if he has Fournier back, Eric can compete with Neiman. There's no joke. Triple doubles are going to be a big category here, but Neiman's the home team. So I think if Eric can find a way to get 6 categories, he might have a shot at it here. The problem is Eric has more turnovers than Neiman, less double doubles. Like the area for his points and the categories he can get is very narrow. And he needs Capella back. We don't know why Capella. I know he's sat. I think it might have been a sprained ankle or something. But he is such a big part of Eric's team. I'm going to pick Eric only because I need Neiman to lose before I play Neiman next week. Just so I have that comfort game that even if I lose, I'm still the 1 seed. So go, Eric. Cycle that booty off, buddy. Go get it.
I'm going to pick Neiman. The Lakers have 5 games this week.
Right.
LeBron 5 times, I think, can take care of business.
You don't think he's going to sit at all?
No.
He just got to chill during the All-Star break, dude. I mean,
Yeah.
All-Star
It's
again,
been on
how
for
hard are
what,
you
like
really
8
going?
days at this point? Been on for a while.
I hear you, and he
What?
said he wasn't going to sit. I'm just saying in a 5-game week, it's tough. It's tough.
Especially if Capella isn't playing.
Yeah.
And Jokic, I believe in Jokic.
I hear you. All right. I hear you. Matt, who you got?
I like Eric's team, I do, but I think Neiman's been way too consistent this year that I just have to go with Neiman at this point.
I hear you. I hear both of you. I'm just hoping for
He's
a
a
miracle.
tough out, man.
I just want the easy way out. Like, don't you know who I am as a person? I just want the easy way out. You know, I don't want to. I don't want to earn
I
anything.
respect that.
Just
That's what I respect now. Yeah, I get it.
all right. Next matchup is Adam at Matt. Adam on a losing streak of epic proportions, but I don't think it's gonna stretch past this week. I'm taking Adam away.
Yeah, he's just the guy that jumped off the building, but Matt is there like
Landed
a
on a
trampoline.
trampoline, so he's fine. Yeah.
Exactly. You're
Yeah.
just a big old trampoline for him to bounce right back from.
Yeah, I've accepted that. It's fine. Adam's gonna win this week. It's fine. I've already accepted it. Adam, good luck. Godspeed. If you lose, that's kind of embarrassing for you, but hey, you can do it, my guy. I have faith in you.
All right. Well, the good news for you, Matt, is it looks like Cody's going to lose as well because he's playing Doug next week, and Doug is putting up lines that have me nervous at this point.
I do have to win, right? I do have to win to make that 8th seed, basically, don't I? If Cody wins too.
Well, yeah. If you can
that's
both
not bad.
lose right now.
Adam, I'm gonna stream every fucking day, and I'm gonna spend all my money this week just to make the 8th seed.
All right,
So
Matt.
there we go.
Matt, you're
heard it here first.
already in the 8th seed, okay?
Right.
But you're tied with Cody. So if
Don't
you
love that. If Cody wins and I lose,
yeah, then you have to beat Cody the next week 100% to get the 8th seed.
all right. So I'm gonna stream this week and next week. It'll be fine.
Okay.
Spend all my $138 that I have left, or something like that.
Excellent. I'm really excited that you're
No
going to do that.
playoffs. I'm not gonna have any money for the playoffs, but it's fine. That's how we get through it.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you're not going to win when you get there anyway. So
Yeah,
No,
you were getting murdered by me or Neiman. It does not matter.
It's fine. I'm just looking for next year at this point.
Okay, great. And the last matchup is CJ at Kyle. CJ went for it all this week and came up a little short. I don't really know like what the motivation would be for Kyle to try to win this week. But I don't know. I think CJ's gonna go for it. He's been going for it until he's out of money. I'm picking CJ 1-10. 1-10, and the funny thing is, CJ has the win against Kyle earlier this season. That's the only team he's beaten. So if CJ wins this one, he actually moves that first round pick from last to third, like instantly, from third to last. So instead of first, it's possibly a third if he ends up beating Kyle. There is a lot on the line for Steven this week. I'm picking CJ. Who you got, Matt?
CJ.
All right, and you also had Doug over Cody, right? I don't think I actually asked either of you. I was assuming
Doug over
that.
Cody.
Okay.
CJ, no, never.
Okay. so you're picking Kyle. Joel,
Yeah.
who you got?
I got Doug, and I got Steve.
Excellent. All right. Well, that's everything.
He's sarcastic about it all, but he's still gonna win.
Okay.
That's it.
Matt, thank you so much for joining us this week. Next time, don't eat while I'm trying to talk. Like it's loud audio. Wait until you. Yes.
that?
Everybody
Yes,
hears that. Everybody hears it. All that
You're
being
that guy.
all that being said, Joel, anything else from you?
No, good luck, everybody. That's it.
All right. Hoodie Modest, the champ, aka
messed up.
Buzzsaw. Buzzsaw 2. I'm 2 Buzzsaws this year. You're all in trouble.
You're in trouble. Okay.
You're all in trouble. Good luck to everybody this week, and we'll see you next week. Later.